Hello and welcome to Coaster Strike. My name is Tom, and in today's video I'm going to be talking about the idea of a sequel to Planet Coaster. Whether you play on console or PC, you'll still be able to see what might be coming for your game. First off, everything here mentioned is just in theory. I don't know anything for sure, it's just what I think is likely to come, as well as information by small leaks from Frontier. I also want to say that this is probably tailored a bit more towards PC, but if you want to know about the future of console, that video should be uploaded soon or around the same time. To start off, let's look at some definitive facts. The original game was first announced early 2015, not releasing until the end of 2016, nearly 2 years after. However, the console edition was announced early November 2019 and released 2020. This does mean that they're getting announced closer to the date. Since Jurassic World Evolution was announced about a year and a half before and between the two, still, the console edition was delayed because of COVID issues, as well as matching with next-gen consoles. So does this mean it could be only 6 months or so from announcement to release on a possible sequel, Planet Coaster 2? Or who knows, maybe the rank of the space... I'm sorry, maybe they'll knock up the rank of the space features and release Solar System Coaster, or maybe Coaster Galaxy. All this does say is it's probably going to be a while before we find out anything officially. Even if the game development started only a year ago, it takes a while. It'll still be 4 or 5 years before any release, meaning about 3.5 years before an announcement, meaning it'll be ages before you can prove anything I say here is wrong. Now the next thing to look at is what it might be. We know that Planet Coaster is quite an intense game to run. The physics simulations, the guest AI, the really quite high quality graphics that you probably can't appreciate because of my awful capture card. Well, it's a lot. For this reason, I think that the main aim of Planet Coaster 2 is going to be to reduce running power required. This will allow for even larger, more detailed parks, as well as a possible removal of a certain Oswald Eugene counter from the console version. Please! We do also know a few more things from a leaked roadmap from early 2019. This was released on Reddit and it was quite interesting. It mentions the Ghostbusters update for Planet Coaster, some recent updates for Jurassic World Evolution, but also Planet Zoo, which was completely unheard of at that time. The updates to other games as well are all completely accurate too. So, if you need proof it was real, that should be enough. Remember, early 2019, deleted about 2 hours after release. So what else was on this roadmap? Well, Planet Coaster 2. The note on Planet Coaster 2 on Project Einstein reads, in talks with Disney about licensing. Not much info on this yet. Now this may not sound like much, but they're going to have like a Disney themed coaster or something, but it also means a lot more than this, because if Planet Coaster 2 is taking influences from the real world, then this could mean we stop hearing Rival or Basilisk or American Arrow, and could get the actual names and manufacturers of coasters for some real world influences. However, the original game does have rides like Steel Vengeance and Copperhead Strike, which does present another opinion. For those two, Frontier would have needed Cedar Fair's licensing, so we could just be looking at ride models called It's a Small World, Space Mountain, or Pirates of the Caribbean. I would obviously prefer the first, but I think the second is a bit more likely. In terms of other additions to the game, I simply think they'd want to expand the amount of scenery, rides, and shops that are in the game. For console, they might improve the workshop or completely redesign it. Whether they would keep any workshop items from the original game, PC or console, and use them for version 2, or if they'd start fresh, well, I think they'd probably want to start fresh. New game, new workshop, new creators. So there you go. I think that was a pretty general idea of what Planet Coaster 2 might have in store. I'll be sure to make more of these videos going more in depth on what the future of theme park sims might hold. But until then, I hope you've enjoyed, and I'll see you all next time.